my name is River Yeo. I'm a nurse and GAPS practitioner. Welcome to my back porch. I just want to take advantage of the beautiful sunny day that we're having today. Gotta get in your vitamin D when you can, right? So today I wanted to talk to you about another health myth that I hear very often, and when it comes across in conversation, I'll just stop talking because I'm not sure how to even address it when people have no box. So this will hopefully give you a box if you're already into my channel and bust that health myth. So today we're going to talk about cholesterol and maybe even blood sugar. A lot of folks get those run-of-the-mill blood tests done for their yearly physical, and they test a few things to see, according to your blood work, how's your health doing. One of the key things people look at is cholesterol levels. And most people, even doctors, don't necessarily understand, because they were never trained in, I know I wasn't, what exactly is the role of cholesterol and what's it doing. So when I was in nursing school, we were taught cholesterol is something that can build up in the lining of your blood vessels. So if you have a blood vessel, and this is a cross-section of it, and it's coated in cholesterol excessively, it can obstruct over time the opening and cause a thinner straw of a blood vessel, which could cause increased blood pressure and potentially heart attacks and cardiovascular problems, circulation problems. So cholesterol was the culprit, and in excess it'll just build up all over the walls of your vessels and cause havoc. So let me tell you what I learned from Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride about cholesterol, and hopefully it'll help you have some new things to think about next time you get your cholesterol levels taken. So there is a myth about good and bad cholesterol. There's no such thing as good and bad cholesterol. There's only one kind of cholesterol. Most of your cholesterol is produced in your liver. Your body has all these mechanisms to create it on its own because it is so incredibly essential for life. So why does your liver make cholesterol? Because it is sort of the construction crew of the body. So let's say your blood vessels are the roads of your body. They get a lot of wear and tear. Sometimes, something goes wrong, and the snow plow comes by and lifts up a chunk of road, and there's a big pothole. Okay, that's no good. So in that pothole situation, the liver will get the complaint call and be like, oh my gosh, we gotta fill up that gash in our roadways. So the liver will send some cholesterol to that site that was injured, and it will approach that spot as one type of cholesterol, HDL, LDL, if you are into that thing, the acronyms. So it goes to the spot as one type of cholesterol, and then once it helps to remedy that situation, to fill up that pothole, then it will return to the liver to be recycled, because it's so essential. We don't even dispose of it after it's done. We recycle it back into its original form so it can be used again for the next pothole. So that's the beauty of cholesterol. So if you don't have enough cholesterol, then all of these little damages in your blood vessels will not be fixed, and then you can have some serious problems. Yes, so what are some things that could cause those nicks? One of the things is high blood sugar. If you have high blood sugar, then a sugar molecule is very sharp. It's sort of like a piece of glass, if you can imagine that. And so if there's too much glass in a densely tight area of your blood vessels, it's more likely it will scrape up against the side and make a little cut, a little nick. And followed by that, your cholesterol will have to come and heal up that little nick. If your blood sugar is always super high or often spiking very high, then you're going to have way more little nicks around the body. you're going to be sending a lot more cholesterol to repair all of those things. So cholesterol, I like to think of them as, the firefighters, they're putting out the fire, or, the road workers, they're putting out the potholes. And so they're the good guys. So if you have high cholesterol in your blood test, that means they're working hard, they're working overtime. And we don't want to impede them from doing that good work. And we don't want to decrease the level of cholesterol in your body because, oh my gosh, it's so essential. What would we do without it? However, we want to decrease the need for them. We don't want to work them into the ground till they're burnt out and go on strike and quit on us or start to malfunction. When does cholesterol build up in the vessels? It's when this healing process gets thwarted by excessive inflammation. When there's a little bit of inflammation here and there is good to help heal up a spot, but if we have chronic inflammation all the time, everywhere, that's when, instead of a pothole being filled, we have like a giant mound of excess asphalt over where the pothole used to be. And then it's kind of like a speed bump that's not supposed to be there and causes more, road damage because it was improperly filled. So hopefully these metaphors aren't lost on you. But cholesterol, that's why you have it. So there's no need to decrease the amount of cholesterol in your diet. That has almost nothing to do with how much cholesterol is in your blood, and nothing. It's very important to eat healthy cholesterol, levels of cholesterol, because we need it so much. Particularly if you have a lot of inflammation, you're gonna need a lot of cholesterol. And if your liver is tuckered out because your health is generally bad, you're generally not absorbing many nutrients because you don't eat a nutrient-dense diet, the food you get isn't from a local farm or from your backyard or your garden, and so it doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it, your liver might not have what it takes to make all the cholesterol you need. So it's even more important to eat cholesterol-rich foods. This is why I eat tons of egg yolks, as much as I possibly can afford, and feed them to my husband as well, because it's just God's divinely best combo provision of a super multivitamin with all the fat soluble vitamins in there, good cholesterol, etc. Pour out your egg white cartons because, guys, it's just a load of crap. It's highly processed and there's no yolk in it, which is the best part of the egg. So avoiding egg yolks is not going to do a lick of good for your health. Yeah, so that's a little bit about cholesterol and the myth that there's good and bad. If you have high cholesterol and you're concerned, then you need to address the inflammation in your body. If you have inflammation in your body, it's because you have leaky gut. Maybe you have some yeast hanging out, setting up camp in there, some bad bacteria, some imbalance in the community of microbes in your gut. If you've taken any prescription medications in your life, which we probably all have, or been exposed to a severe infection, or all kinds of things, your gut health is probably, just living in America, your gut health is probably not what it should be. None of ours is. So by addressing your gut health and kicking that back into gear, we can significantly improve our cholesterol labs. So if you want to improve your cholesterol labs, look into gut health for sure. If you want to hear more about GAPS and what it is and how it can totally reboot your gut health, you can check out my playlist about that. And if you have more questions, comment below. I'd love to discuss this more with you guys. I remember when I brought this up to my nutritionist friend, who's a certified dietitian, she said, "River, you're crazy. I've never heard that before." And then she started her master's and they taught the same thing. And she said, "Oh my goodness, River, I had no idea. You were right all along. I thought you were crazy, but it's true." And it's in the literature, it's in all of the, scientific journals. It's just not taught in every school, unfortunately. So it's not very profitable for all those seed oil companies to hear that you should be eating egg yolks and lard. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. let's carry on to the next video. See you next week.